Hello everyone, it's Raquel with the Lady and Her Stamps. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I just got out of class and I wanted to bring you what we made in our technique class tonight and show you how we made it. One of the ladies have requested a video of how to put the project together. So this is the project that we made. Pull some of these out. This is their gift card holders. I think this technique, this fancy fold, is called a corner pocket gift card holder. And what you do is you hold it, kind of hold it right here. But this is the front, and what you do is you open it, and then it kind of sits up. And I have a bunch of them sitting here. But it sits up, and then you can put in this pocket right here, you can put a gift card holder right in there. And I think one of them, I do have a gift card in them. So I can show you. There it is. So you take your gift card and then you just put it in there like that. Or you can put a tag there. And also in here, you can put another sentiment there. You can put a couple of sentiments there. My purpose though of teaching this was for the technique of the fancy fold. And so it does have a little bit of decoration on it, but you feel free, you know, when you go to make yours, you can decorate them however you like. I'm going to go over the measurements and how to make this right here, make the actual gift card holder. So I'm going to put these over here. We will be using the Christmas rose sentiment that says Merry Christmas on it, Christmas rose. And let's see, this is the tree punch, and this little cutout here is from the framelits, the dies, sorry, from Christmas rose, which are right here. Christmas rose, it's called, they're called Roses dies, but in the Christmas rose bundle. And let's move all these out of the way. And I have an extra one. I just got out of class. So forgive me if I am breathing hard and all this sort of stuff. But we are going to go ahead and make one together. And I have this here, my little baggie. And actually I'm going to put my baggie here. I'm going to get this part done first, and then we'll go into that part. So what you're going to need is an 8x8 piece of cardstock. I just have a plain simple white piece of cardstock, and you're going to score it at, let's see, my little score thing kind of came off of here, but I can still show you. It is scored, but I'm going to still show you. You're going to score, you're going to put this in your trimmer, and you'll score it at 4 inches going down, and then you're going to put it back in and do 4 inches going this way. So you have two ways, 4 inches this way and this way, which, yeah, just like this, 4 inches by 4 inches. And then what you're going to do is take this the diagonal way, and you're going to want your 1 point, and it doesn't matter which way, just 1 point there for your diagonal, and then 1 here at the bottom. So you'll have it at both places. And again, between house and when we had class, I have lost my little score piece there, but that's okay. It's already scored, so that's all right. Okay, so that part's in, and what we're going to do is we are going to fold on all those pieces. Let's see. And this is, it's already scored, but I want to use my bone folder and make sure it's scored everywhere it needs to be. So I scored it that way. I'm going to open it back up and then score it again. Well, it's already scored, sorry. Burnish it on that score line. Burnish it on the score line. Open it back up, and then there's the diagonal one. Go in and do the diagonal one. the lines line up. Oh, this is driving me nuts. Move. There we go. Okay. So now everything has been scored. So 4, 4, and then diagonal. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and kind of put those folds in, almost like how you do like the mountain fold and the valley fold, so that it comes in together. And then you're going to take your bone folder once again, just run that right along any place where you'd have a crease on the inside. Do the insides on both sides, just like that. Okay, so now you have the mechanism that's going to open just like that. Okay, what we're going to do though is now I'm going to set this over here, and we're going to put together the things that actually go on it. Let's put this there. So the pieces that we have to go with this, these are just scrap pieces of the Real Red. Let me see if I can tell you the name. The Real Red Roche ribbon. The nice thick one, real pretty one. And we are going to start out with that. Now my card stock pieces are all 3 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch. So 3 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch. And all of my DSP sizes, except for the last one, which I'll show you, are 3 1/2. We're going to use some snail, and we're going to, let's do this. I do want to have this. Oh wait, no, I want it around the whole thing. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put my DSP down. This is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, and that's going to go right there with borders around it, just like that. Burnish that down. Then I'm going to come on the other side. Messing with me. And I'm going to put a little bit of tape there on that side and a little bit on this side. And I just want to put that there and this around the back. Okay. And then just make sure they're even. So see them, move that up just a little bit. Just like that. And it's okay if there's not a lot there on the back. Whoops, I think I still made it crooked. So you just want it to go across straight. That's the idea. Okay, so now it's straight, right? Yep. Okay, and then you're going to take your second piece, and the second piece you're just going to run right underneath there, and then just tie a little knot in it. Nothing fancy, just a little knot. Take this little piece out and this little piece, and then make a little knot. And you can move the knot where you like. I'm just going to happen to put it right there on the side. Okay, just like that. Yeah. Then I'm going to come in and take my scissors, and I'm just going to snip this off just a little bit. Just like that. Okay, and so we have that part done. Now, what we want to do is we want to go in, and I want to do my sentiment for this. And here's my sentiment. And we're going to stamp that, the Merry Christmas from the Christmas Rose. We're going to stamp that in Real Red. I'm going to pull out my cheat sheet here in a second so I can get all the measurements there. And I'm going to ink this up in Real Red, because the two colors that we're using are Coastal Cabana and Real Red. And I just want to put this on here, make that a little bit more straight. There we go. Stamp that, let the ink soak in. Good. There, close up our ink. And Move that to the side. We don't need that. And so what I want is I want to put this on there, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. A little bit of ribbon there. I'm going to put the dimensionals on the back so that the bottom part, mostly the bottom part, because this part is I'm going to just kind of pop that up underneath there. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals on down towards the bottom and slip that right underneath there, just like that. Make sure that's straight as well. Okay. And then I'm going to pop up my Christmas tree. And the Christmas tree can sit on the outside or it can sit on the inside. And I'm going to have mine sit kind of right here on the outside. Well, pretty much, well, maybe I'll put them on the inside just so that we have enough room. I like to see them on the inside. He's going on the outside. We don't have time for your buddy. Sorry, my hand is so in the way and he doesn't want to cooperate with me right now. There we go. Then we're going to do the last thing that we're going to do right here is we're going to take our bow and I'm going to put a little glue dot on him. And he's going to sit right up on top of the red bow. Just quickly, easily. There we go. Lift that up. Put that right there in the center. And then kind of fix that bow so it's not twisted up. You don't want it twisted up. My bow looks like it's upside down, so I have to move the legs down a little bit. There we go. Move his little legs down. The tails, rather. I can say legs. Oh my gosh. It's been a long day. Okay. So anyway, we're going to set him up here like this. Thanks for hanging. There we go. Leave him like that. Okay, you get the idea. Till I get my little beads on there. All right. So, okay. We have that part there. And again, don't worry about the fraying and stuff like that. We can definitely fix that later. I'm going to put 2 there just because I know that I don't want that to come off. And then I'm going to put 2 down to the bottom. And then 1 just smack dab in the middle. Just like that. Put all those on there and then take them off. Just like that. Until that fraying on the 1 ribbon is okay. And especially there in the back, nobody's going to see that part. Okay, but we can fix the one that's in the front easy. That's easy peasy. All right, so we bring back in our little gift card holder thing. And the first one that we're going to put down is this one. That's going to go right here. So just like that. That little thing is going to drive me nuts. Okay, so this part is done. We'll have all the other stuff on there in a second. So I want to make sure that this opens up like this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger here. So if I open it up and it goes up to the little box like I want it to, it'll sit there. I'm going to keep my finger here and then I'm going to pull this so that it goes across this way. So I'm actually down to one of the 4x8 size, just like this. And then I'm going to take my snail. Whoops. Take my snail. And then I'm going to put my snail down here. And then put a lot of snail down there because I wanted to make sure it sticks. And then I'm going to fold this back on itself. And then I'm going to fold that part right there. Right there. It's going to stick. See, it's sticking. The bottom part is sticking. So now, all you have left, you have this little flap that's right here. And then you have these 2 flaps that are there. Okay? Which is good. So we have the first part done. Now what we want to do is, you know what we can do? let's just go ahead and do this one flap down here at the bottom. I was trying to make that the last part that I do, because that is the part where we're going to use the other sheet of designer series paper. That's a different size, but I'm not going to confuse anybody. We're going to flip that over, and we're going to put our tear tape right there. And then I'm going to show you what I did, hopefully before I lift it completely up. Okay. So when we glued this part down, those two parts came to sit together, and that's what this is. But then we have this one other part that was open, and this is the part that we're going to adhere down just like that to make the pocket. Okay, so if you see here, there's a little pocket right there. Okay, and that's the bottom. That's the bottom of our card gift card holder. So I'm going to put that right there for a second. Now we're going to do the insides, and the insides are just as easy. If you want to put more sentiments on the inside, you can definitely do that. But the sizes for my sentiments, the designer series paper is 3.5 by 3.5, and the cardstock is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to pop up the little cheat sheet that I have here. So I want to make sure that that's close enough. So we did the base. That was 8 by 8. We scored at 4. Our cardstock is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then our designer series papers are 3.5 by 3.5. That's here. That's what we're doing now. And then we're going to do this one. That is also designer series piece is 3.5 by 3.5. And we're just going to adhere this one. And this is Real Red and Coastal Cabana that I'm using. Okay. So let's do this one first. This one I'm going to put on the inside. Oh, great. Oh, I ran out of glue. I know that does not happen to anyone. It just happens to me. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use green glue. Hopefully my green glue will work. I could pull out my snail, but some of the ladies were using green glue at the class, and it looked like it would probably work better. So I'm going to try to use some green glue on this one. And when you go to put this down, do you see, like, when you put it in, you want to have a border around it. So you want, see the Whisper White border? You want that all the way around. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to fold it just to make sure it stays down there. And then this one, since we have the diagonal right there, we don't want to put any adhesive on this side. We only want to have adhesive on that side. So just so that I know I have enough adhesive everywhere, I'm going to put adhesive on this side, but I don't want to put any too far. Excuse me. I don't want to put any too far to the edge because I want to have a border on this one too. So make that straight. Just like that. And I'm just going to kind of fold that down there just like that. And so now this side comes out when you fold it, and it goes down, and then this side comes up like that. And you have everything already, like you already have your pocket, you have your sides. You can put a sentiment on either one of these sides as well. Now we're going to do the bottom, and the bottom is this one piece of designer series paper that is cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and we're going to cut that down. Pull out my trimmer, and we're going to cut this down. And it's going to be cut just in a diagonal, diagonal. Let's see, just the way we did the other one. When we scored it in diagonal. So I'm going to put that away. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put the glue down here. And we want to make sure there's like a little border for each side. Oh, don't get in there. So we have one on one side. I pray this is in the camera, because now I'm making a mess right there. And then the other one will be on the other side, just like that. And this is actually on the pocket side. So you have that little border right there in the center. There we go. And everything is down. And then you have this little pocket that's right there. And that is it. That is absolutely it. So you're going to fold it this way and then fold it down this way. And then you're going to put on your little pearls and stuff. I don't, do I have, oh, I do have my pearls. So you're going to put some pearls on. I was wondering if I had those with me. Let's put some pearls on. And then we can kind of go through and I'll show you the whole thing one last time. Put some there. Don't be shy with these cute little pearls we have here. Okay. And then, like I said, we're going to go through and cut off all those little frays and things like that. Let's do that really quick. And just cut off the end there. And then, so you'll open it. And then, like I said, you can put something here, you can put something there. And then here is where your little gift card goes, right there in the center. And that is it. That is totally it. So I'm going to fold this over. Fold this here so you can see the different, and you guys can make whatever kind of designs you want to put on them. They come together super quick. So let's see. Here's the cheat sheet again. The base is 8 by 8, and you can score it at 4 by 4, 4 inches by 4 inches, and then you do the diagonal. The cardstock, all of the cardstock is cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Your DSP here, all these DSP here is cut at 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Then for your pocket on the inside, which is right there, that one is cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay? So if you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment down there and let me know if you have any questions about it. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And also for all the ladies who came to class and we made this wonderful little gift here. Also, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. If you wouldn't mind subscribing and you thought something here was super cute, please subscribe. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys soon. See you on Wednesday. Okay, so I do videos weekly. So hopefully I will see you back here. And I will talk to you soon. Have a good night. Bye.